Hello, welcome to today's Storytime and mission preview for the 4th episode of Cegorach's Last Laugh, a narrative campaign. Now, if you're interested in being alerted when the next episode or next epilogue or prologue comes out, click that little button below with the bell and you'll be notified when the next videos come out. Alright, so let's go ahead and begin the story. Two figures walk along the corridor illuminated by mystic blue-white lights hovering at intervals along the peak of the ceiling. Even with the light, the Dark One's robes appear almost as a void in space. Without a turning or breaking of the stride of their casual pace, the Dark One breaks the silence. Our cast is almost complete, but we are not yet ready to raise the curtain on the prologue. However, a convergence of enemy forces is set to surround and trap some of the humans who are seeking to save tomes of great value to them. Within those tomes are secrets which must not be revealed to the enemy, but must be left in the hands of the humans. For one day, they will need that secret knowledge. They have not yet grasped the secrets, but they will be made to understand it when the time of the ending is near. He continues, the fates of these humans must remain sealed, but the fate of the tomes may be altered. I'm not sure I understand, said the Shadow Seer. Wouldn't our intervention alter their fates as it is? Stopping and turning toward his companion, the Dark One answered, it is not so in this case. Whether our actions prevent their deaths prior to the tomes leaving the planet's surface, their fate is one of sacrifice as they prevent the enemy from destroying the transport as it leaves with the tomes. They value the tomes more than their life. For this reason, they are worthy to receive our invitation. However, most will surely die. Those that are left for dead may be taken and revived to join our cast. I understand now, said the Shadow Seer. I will go as you ask, and we will do as fate declares. You may bring what members of the cast you wish. This will be a dress rehearsal for the prologue, which will come soon. With that, the two figures part ways. In anger, the Chaos Lord flipped the table, sending it crashing in a nearby pillar. They have already been here, he roared. On an open channel to his entire force, he ordered, I want to know where they are and where they are headed, now! Each second that passed felt like an hour until the chatter was cut by a clear reply. Sir, we have intercepted an enemy communication. Our foe has been ordered to the Tetra station for extraction. Ah, good, I know this place. Turning toward his champion, he grinned as he broadcast his orders across all channels. All forces converge on sector Echo 6 by 32. We will crush them where they will feel safe. The Alpha Legion arrived too late. The Arcanium of guerrillas had already been scoured by the Archangels, and the ancient tomes safely carried off. Brother Captain Gabriel opened the comm channel. Sir, we have secured the tomes. The enemy is scattered throughout the region and have occupied the Arcanium, requesting new coordinates for extraction. A voice replied, you are ordered to proceed to Tetra Station. There you will secure the landing zone and prepare for the extraction of the tomes. Acknowledged, proceeding there with haste, replied the Brother Captain. The blue ice cracked under the weight of Venmir, the venerable dreadnought. The captain, the setting sun glistening off his white armor, ordered his troops to rendezvous at the isolated outpost. There, an inbound Thunderhawk would be able to pick them up and reinforcements would arrive to help defend the site. Confident that his men would keep the ancient tome safe, his face did not betray a deep worry within his heart that the enemy was closing in and it was as determined to wrest the tomes away from him as he was to deliver them to his chapter master. Now, surrounded and held up by the Imperial strongpoint, a small group of Space Marines hold out against a Chaos onslaught. A group of Thunderhawk gunships is already en route, expected within the next several minutes. The Marines must hold their strongpoint so that the Thunderhawks can land and extract the survivors carrying the Codex caches. Before we actually get into the mission preview, I want to mention that I want to give special thanks, if you will, to the game store that I game at, where I host these little videos. They allowed me to actually record this particular mission in one of their back rooms, gaming rooms, so the sound will be a little quieter as far as the extraneous noise. So I'm hoping the result will be much, much better than previous episodes. So special thanks to Just for Fun, just for that. With that, let's take a quick look at the mission itself in a preview and take a look at the board, the layout, and the different rules that we're going to be seeing in this next battle report. Okay, so this is the Tetra station that Space Marines are supposed to fall back to in their attempt to rescue the 3 sacred tomes from the Arcanium. It is a prepared landing facility, so the area surrounding it is fairly clear of debris. There is a crashed Aquila. However, there is some cover a little bit further out. You have more of the ice type, and then there's the ruins over on this side. Now, the way this scenario is going to be set up is the Space Marines will begin in the center of the table, about a 12-inch radius. That's their extraction zone. Now, the chaos will come in from both table edges. That'll be their deployment zone. Will be at least 24 inches away from the closest model on this space. So you might see that the deployment may be a little lopsided, a little bit, as if the Space Marine player does not deploy heavily and at the full range of his 12 inches radius, some of these Chaos Space Marines might be able to actually come in a little bit closer to the center of the table. Now, since the Chaos are converging on this particular point, what's going to happen is they've got several units that'll be able to come in outflank. So they'll come in from random table edges, actually. We've got all 4 table edges will be kind of numbered, 1 through 4, 5 and 6. The Chaos player will choose which table edge to bring his guys on. The other rule that'll be interesting will be the fact that since Chaos is heavily on this planet, all of the troop units the Chaos player has, as soon as they're destroyed, the entire unit is destroyed, it goes into ongoing reserve. So even though it's a roughly 2,000 on 2,000 point game, there is an element of overwhelming models on the Chaos side. So this is an 8-foot by 4-foot table, just in case you didn't pick up on that already. So it's a little bit different than the standard table arrangement. But this is where the battle will occur. If they survive, the Thunderhawks will come in and essentially clear the zone and extract the survivors. And the way the scoring works is we've got basically 3 relics. These 3 books, or ancient tomes, are the 3 relics that the Space Marines will start the game with. A single model can carry 1 of these, and as a result, they'll treat just like the regular relic rules. Now, the Space Marine player can only score 1 point for each one he holds, as long as there are no Chaos basically models under or on that landing pad. Now, if any of these are not controlled by the Space Marine player, the Chaos scores a point. So the Chaos player doesn't actually have to hold the relic. They just have to make sure the Space Marines drop it, and they get the point. Okay. All right. So I hope you kind of get an idea for what's about to happen. Pay close attention to your notifications, because shortly you'll see the bat rep announced, and hopefully you'll also enjoy that when it comes out. So please, if you haven't already, again, share, like, and subscribe both to this and the bat rep, and let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.